I'm Beth Ann, and I'm here today to help you out with vertical chest tubing. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's super fun. This is what it looks like. Other direction. Alright, so I'm going to give you some tips on it. You can learn it with an untaped smaller hoop, but it's going to be a little harder. I suggest you get out one of your big ones. Today I'm doing the tutorial with one of these big old bad boys. This one's up to my belly button. It's got some grip tape on it. I suggest you get one to your belly button or bigger. The bigger the hoop, the easier any own body trick is going to be to learn. You can eventually graduate down to your smaller hoops. Totally cool, but I suggest learning with the big one. So I got my big one. Here we go. To get started with vertical chest tubing, I strongly suggest that you know how to chest tube, standing straight up. If you're comfortable with that, you're good to go and you're going to be well on your way. But if you can't chest tube, I'm going to give you just a few quick tips on it. If I don't help you with chest tubing, there's lots of tutorials out there for it, so go find one, learn it, and then come back. Okay, so chest tubing, I'm chest tubing to the left. To keep it at my chest, you'll notice your arms are doing a lot of work. I'm chest tubing to the left. My right arm is really pumping that hoop. Every time the hoop hits my right arm, pumping it to the left. Be really dramatic with that arm. Pumping it to the left, it's going to help keep it there. If I'm chest tubing to the right, my left arm is doing a lot of work. Every time the hoop comes around and hits my left arm, I'm pumping it to the right. Be really dramatic with that arm, and it's going to help keep it at your chest. So that's a little tips on chest tubing. Get good and comfortable with that first before you start trying to get it vertical. Okay, so here we go with vertical. An easy way to get into vertical chest tubing is already bending over at the waist and kind of pushing it. Now remember, at chest tubing, to keep the hoop there, if I'm chest tubing to the left, my right arm is pumping. Okay, so if I'm bending over trying to get to vertical hooping here, to the left, I'm going to bend over like this. I'm going to push it, and then I'm going to start pumping with my right arm. Don't forget that. Another thing to remember is to push your chest toward the ground. Every time the hoop comes around and hits your chest, you're going to push it toward the ground. Bouncing up and down on your feet is very, very helpful. So those three things, pumping with the appropriate arm, pushing your chest toward the ground, and bouncing up and down on your feet, are all things that are going to help you keep this vertical hooping. Okay? Here it is from the side. I'm going to go ahead and bend over, chest tubing to the left, vertical to the left. I'm going to push my hip and start pumping with my right arm, pushing my chest toward the ground, bouncing up and down on my feet. If you're having trouble literally jumping every time you're pumping with your hoop and pushing with your chest, jump. Being really dramatic and using your full body is really going to help you get vertical chest tubing. Believe it or not, you are using more than just your chest. Okay, so another way you can get into vertical hooping is from chest tubing standing straight up. So I'm chest tubing to the left, pumping with my right, and I'm going to gradually just start bending over. When the hoop hits my chest, I'm just going to kind of bend. Keep pumping, bend, bend. And now I'm at full vertical. I'm going to start all those things I just told you. Pushing your chest toward the ground when the hoop hits your chest, hopping up and down on your feet, and don't forget to pump. Okay? Another way to get into it is by turning while you're chest tubing. So again, to the left. I'm going to start turning to the left, and as I get back facing towards you, I'm going to just kind of bend. Start pumping, pushing your chest, hopping up and down. Don't forget all those things. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate that stuff to the right. Okay, so from the right, if I'm chest tubing to the right, my left arm's doing the pumping. So I'm going to start turning. As I get back around towards you guys, I'm going to bend. Pump with the left arm. Pump, push your chest. Hop up and down. Don't forget to pump with this arm, pushing your chest toward the ground, and literally hopping helps so much. Remember, you can also start that from bending over. So I'm going to go ahead and bend over, hooping to the right this time. Push and start pumping with your arm. Don't give up. Start pumping with your arm, pushing your chest toward the ground, and hop. Hop. Don't forget to push toward the ground and pump with your arm. And the more dramatic you are, the easier it's going to be to get. Using your full body is so helpful, okay? Vertical hooping is super fun. If I helped you today, please let me know. It makes me feel really good to know that it helps someone learn. Don't give up. If you give up, you're never going to learn it. That's just one thing that's really important. Keep practicing. Don't give up. You might look awkward at first, but don't give up.